Jimi Hendrix, an iconic name throughout the ages, widely regarded as one of the greatest musicians of all time. Now get ready as we unravel the 20 reasons why Hendrix is hailed as the greatest maestro of the guitar. This is a ride you won't want to miss. Reason 20. Innovative guitar technique. Many guitarists have been influenced by Jimi Hendrix, the master of the six strings. His influence extended far beyond the notes he played, delving into the very essence of the instrument. From groundbreaking use of feedback to the iconic wah-wah pedal, Hendrix's fearless experimentation and technical mastery have become the stuff of legends, inspiring guitarists worldwide. Hendrix was a pioneer, redefining the rules of engagement for the electric guitar. His introduction of new techniques such as feedback, wah pedals, and controlled distortion pushed the boundaries of what was deemed possible with the instrument. Picture this: no wailing wah-wah pedal, no rasping distortion, and no shrieking feedback from an oversized speaker. Now rewind to the opening bluesy licks of Hey Joe, the debut single by the Jimi Hendrix Experience, released on December 16, 1966. These initial notes, reminiscent of acoustic simplicity, gave little indication that the man behind the strings would soon become a sensation. In an era boasting guitar virtuosos like Eric Clapton, Carlos Santana, Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, Pete Townshend of The Who, and Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones, Hendrix stood out as the instrument's most expressive practitioner. Jimmy Page, himself a guitar legend, acknowledged Hendrix as the best guitarist any of us ever had. Legend has it that when Eric Clapton witnessed Hendrix play for the first time, all he could muster was a mumbled, "You never told me he was that," expletive, good. Hendrix had the uncanny ability to make a six-string chatter, scream, and weep, transcending the boundaries of conventional guitar playing. It would take a full album to truly grasp the extent of Hendrix's musical prowess. Are You Experienced, released in May 1967, served as the sonic playground where Hendrix showcased his unparalleled tricks. This masterpiece was denied the top spot in the British charts only by the Beatles and their iconic Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. The title track, Are You Experienced, in itself was a sonic journey. Utilizing reverse taping, Hendrix's guitar and the drum parts played backward, creating an auditory experience as if being sucked through a black hole. The experimentation didn't stop there. Third Stone from the Sun concluded with a lengthy freeform solo, a tapestry of jazz and psychedelia, complete with the whistles and groans of feedback from the amplifier. I Don't Live Today introduced the world to the Wawa Effect, a signature Hendrix sound that turned each note into an oscillating wah syllable. This distinctive technique would become a hallmark of his most famous tunes. Picture the climactic solo of All Along the Watchtower or the swaggering start of Voodoo Child, Slight Return, both instances where the Wawa Effect takes center stage. While other guitarists had dabbled in these modifications before, Hendrix embraced them with unparalleled zeal. Eric Clapton had toyed with the wah-wah pedal, George Harrison had experimented with reverse taping in a handful of Beatles recordings, and Pete Townshend occasionally allowed feedback into his tracks. However, Hendrix didn't just use these techniques sparingly, he made them an integral part of his musical identity. Despite being a decent singer, Hendrix's guitar consistently took the lead voice in his songs, whether growling with distortion or weeping with soulful bends. Reason 19. Creativity and originality. One of the cornerstones of Jimi Hendrix's greatness lies in his unparalleled creativity and originality. His music was a kaleidoscope of genres, seamlessly blending blues, rock, funk, and psychedelia into a sonic tapestry that had never graced the world before. Hendrix wasn't just a guitarist, he was a sonic alchemist, transforming notes into an entirely new language that resonated with the very soul of his listeners. His innovative guitar playing, complemented by a soulful voice and exceptional songwriting skills, birthed a sound that echoed through time. It wasn't just a sound, it was a revolution. Hendrix's unique style fundamentally changed the way the guitar was played, transforming popular music that endures to this day. But was Hendrix a prodigy? The answer is a resounding yes. A prodigy possesses an extraordinary natural talent, often exceeding expectations for someone of their age. Hendrix embodied this definition. His ability to pick up pieces of music after a single listen and his unparalleled improvisational style set him apart as a musical savant. His natural talent wasn't just recognized, it was celebrated in every note he played. When Jimi Hendrix first encountered Terry Kath in the band Chicago, he humbly declared Terry as a superior guitarist to himself. This acknowledgement speaks volumes about Hendrix's character. Far from the stereotype of a diva, he was grounded, approachable, and genuinely passionate about music. A testament to this is a ferocious rendition of Chicago's classic 25 or 624, performed live in 1970 in Massachusetts by the original lineup. It's easy to see why Hendrix was drawn to Kath, for in him he found a kindred spirit in musical prowess. On and off the stage, Hendrix was the epitome of cool. No elaborate warm-ups were needed. He strolled onto the stage with an air of ease. Described as a regular guy, he was approachable, pleasant to talk to, and radiated a sense of complete relaxation. In a radio interview, Hendrix's demeanor mirrored the gentle, polite man that those who knew him from childhood remembered. Reason 18. Stage presence. There was something mesmerizing about Jimi Hendrix on stage. His performances were a spectacle of charisma, wild guitar solos, and flamboyant showmanship that left audiences spellbound. The sheer theatricality of his presence, coupled with his ability to connect with the crowd, set him apart as a true pioneer of the electric guitar. Before Hendrix burst onto the scene in 1967, the guitar occupied a different space in the realm of music. It was primarily seen as a rhythm instrument. While other emerging guitarists like Eric Clapton and George Harrison were pushing the boundaries, Hendrix elevated the guitar to an entirely new echelon. His impact was not just in his wild and innovative playing style, it was in the energetic and flamboyant way he commanded the stage. Hendrix's breakthrough moment came at Monterey Pop Festival in 1967, propelling him into the limelight. What made this performance iconic wasn't just the notes he played, but how he played them. Hendrix treated the guitar as an extension of himself, a conduit for unleashing sounds that had never been heard before. Reason 17. Songwriting. Hendrix was not only a virtuoso on the guitar, he was also a gifted songwriter whose music would live on forever. His compositions were more than just arrangements of chords and melodies. They were powerful narratives filled with evocative lyrics, melodic hooks, and thought-provoking themes. Iconic classics like Purple Haze and Voodoo Child, Slight Return showcase Hendrix's prowess as a lyricist and a composer. Each song is a journey through the depths of his creative genius, a testament to his ability to blend storytelling with musicality seamlessly. The psychedelic and surreal imagery in Purple Haze and the bluesy, otherworldly journey of Voodoo Child are not just songs, they're sonic landscapes painted with the strokes of a musical maestro. Hendrix's songwriting wasn't confined to a single genre. He effortlessly traversed rock, blues, funk, and soul. Hits like Hey Joe and Foxy Lady demonstrate his versatility as a songwriter capable of crafting songs that transcended the boundaries of traditional genres. Each composition was a unique expression of Hendrix's artistic vision, defying conventions and setting new standards for musical innovation. One of the most iconic moments in Hendrix's songwriting legacy is the blistering guitar solo in the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock. It wasn't just a solo, it was a declaration, a musical protest that resonated with the tumultuous times. Hendrix's ability to convey powerful messages through his instrument was a testament to the depth of his artistry. The influence of Jimi Hendrix on the world of music is immeasurable. His songs, timeless and transcendent, continue to be listened to by generations. Aspiring songwriters can find inspiration in Hendrix's fearlessness in pushing boundaries, his ability to intertwine storytelling with musicality, and his unwavering commitment to self-expression. By embracing the spirit of experimentation and taking risks in their songwriting, they pay homage to the legacy of Jimi Hendrix and contribute to the ever-evolving landscape of music. Reason 16. Musical versatility. Jimi Hendrix effortlessly moved between diverse genres and influenced them all. His ability to seamlessly blend rock, blues, jazz, funk, and even folk into his music set him apart from his contemporaries, making him a universal force in the world of music. Beyond his solid foundations in blues, Hendrix showcased versatility in styles ranging from rock and jazz to soul, British rock, and psychedelic rock. His musical dexterity, combined with his expressive technique and an experimental approach to music technology, resulted in the distinctive and influential sound that defined his music. One of Hendrix's innovative techniques was borrowed from blues roots, using the thumb of his fretting hand to play bass notes. This unconventional approach allowed him to use the remaining four fingers more freely, coding unique voicings that enrich songs like The Wind Cries Mary, Bold as Love, and Little Wing with a depth of sound rarely heard before. Pedal effects became an integral part of Hendrix's sonic palette. From fuzz pedals like the Roger Meyer Octavia and Dallas Arbiter Fuzz Face to the Univibe pedal, distortion, and wah-wah, Hendrix used these tools not as mere accessories but as extensions of his artistic expression. While he wasn't the first to use pedal effects, he employed them in a clear and expressive manner that elevated the guitar to the forefront of each composition. The result was a symphony of tones, each carefully crafted to convey a specific emotion or atmosphere. Hendrix's creativity extended beyond playing the guitar. He also took the reins as a producer and mixer for his own albums. His quest for sonic perfection led to the establishment of Electric Lady Studios in Greenwich Village, New York. Collaborating with Berklee Online course author John Storick, Hendrix designed this studio to be a creative haven, a place where his musical visions could come to life. Reason 15. Influence on future generations. Jimi Hendrix's impact on the world of music transcends his own time, inspiring many who followed in his footsteps. His innovative guitar playing and groundbreaking musical style reshaped the landscape of rock music, opening up new possibilities for generations to come. Hendrix's influence went beyond just playing the guitar. He revolutionized the very essence of rock music. One of his significant contributions was changing the perception of how the guitar was played. Born in Seattle, Hendrix defied conventions, bringing a fresh perspective that shook up the established norms of rock. He is credited with improving the way the guitar is played, introducing techniques that were both unconventional and captivating. By playing the lead and singing simultaneously, he challenged the traditional rock band setup, where one person focused on the guitar and another handled vocals. This bold move not only altered the sonic landscape of rock, but also influenced how the genre was visually portrayed. His impact on the evolution of rock didn't stop there. Hendrix's songwriting legacy continues to resonate with songwriters across generations. His innovative approach to composition, use of vivid imagery, and poetic lyricism have inspired countless artists to push the boundaries of their craft. The seamless blend of genres, experimentation with unconventional song structures, and the infusion of soulful expression set a new standard for songwriting. Renowned songwriters such as Prince, Lenny Kravitz, and John Mayer have openly acknowledged Hendrix as a major source of inspiration. They, along with many others, have drawn from his ability to transcend genres and his fearlessness in pushing the boundaries of musical expression. Reason 14. Experimental approach. Jimi Hendrix's genius lies not only in his technical prowess, but perhaps more significantly in his fearless and avant-garde approach to music. He was an innovator who constantly sought to break new ground, challenging the established norms of his time and pushing the boundaries of musical expression. At the heart of Hendrix's brilliance was his ability to seamlessly merge diverse genres, creating a musical fusion that was truly groundbreaking. His guitar playing was characterized by a unique blend of blues, rock, jazz, and psychedelic elements, resulting in a sound that had never before graced the ears of music enthusiasts. What set Hendrix apart was his fearless experimentation, often playing without a predetermined set of chords or notes, relying instead on his instinctual sense of rhythm and melody. His approach to the guitar was revolutionary, marked by an inventive use of techniques that showcased his unparalleled technical ability. One notable aspect was his mastery of improvisation, a skill that allowed him to create captivating sounds with just a few simple chords. Hendrix's guitar work was not confined to traditional structures. He had an innate ability to weave intricate musical tapestries on the fly, making each performance a unique and mesmerizing experience. While overdrive and distortion effects were already being explored by his contemporaries, Hendrix took it to an entirely new level. He pushed his amplifiers to their limits, achieving a blissfully overdriven state that became a hallmark of his signature sound. His innovative use of effects, such as the Wawa pedal for a vocal-like quality, the Univibe pedal to simulate a Leslie speaker, and the fuzz face to push the amp into fuzzed-up territory, showcased his pioneering spirit in shaping the guitar tones of the modern era. Before his meteoric rise to stardom, Hendrix honed his craft as a sideman for renowned artists like Wilson Pickett, Sam Cooke, and Curtis Knight. He navigated the Chitlin Circuit, a string of venues across the US that hosted African-American entertainers and musicians. In these settings, Hendrix, often the sole guitarist, seamlessly blended rhythm and lead playing while singing or inserting guitar licks between vocal phrases. This integration of roles demonstrated not only his technical mastery, but also a deep understanding of the conventions of R&B and soul music prevalent during that period. Reason 13: guitar tone and sound. Jimi Hendrix's sonic wizardry extended far beyond his extraordinary guitar technique. It was deeply embedded in his unparalleled ability to craft a diverse array of sounds. Hendrix, the sonic alchemist, could coax an entire spectrum of tones from his guitar, transforming rock music forever. At the heart of Hendrix's sonic palette was his mastery of effects pedals and amplifiers. He didn't merely play the guitar, he manipulated it into a kaleidoscope of sonic textures. The iconic wah-wah pedal, distortion, and the innovative use of feedback were just a few tools in his sonic arsenal. These effects weren't just embellishments, they were integral to the creation of his unique and revolutionary sound. Take, for example, the lively rendition of the folk standard Hey Joe, which skyrocketed to 6th place on the British charts. Chaz Chandler, the band's manager, handpicked the song for Hendrix and the Jimi Hendrix Experience. However, the recorded version, though clean and polished, barely scratched the surface of the frenzied energy that characterized Hendrix's live performances. It was a glimpse into the sonic prowess that would define his career. Purple Haze, the subsequent single, further showcased Hendrix's mastery of the guitar's sonic possibilities. The brash opening riff and the cacophonous ending provided a raw and unbridled auditory experience. Reason 12: cultural impact. His influence on the cultural landscape goes far beyond music. His profound contribution to rock, marked by his passion for the guitar and distinctive vocal style, played a pivotal role in shaping the genre into the powerhouse it is today. Let's explore the profound cultural impact of Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix's heavy sound and rhythmic guitar techniques became defining elements of his musical identity. Imagine a world without Jimi Hendrix. It's a challenge to envision, for his influence reverberates through the very foundations of rock music. The genre, as we recognize it, owes a debt to Hendrix's innovation and artistry. His ability to skillfully blend the blues idiom with psychedelic sounds resulted in the creation of a genre that bore his name: rock and roll. On stage, Hendrix exuded an intense energy coupled with a commanding vocal performance, shaping not only the musical landscape but also popular culture itself. Widely acknowledged as a key pioneer in rock, Jimi Hendrix made a lasting impression. Despite his untimely death in 1970 at the age of 27, Hendrix's influence endures. Many performers, inspired by his groundbreaking work, sought to follow in his footsteps, aspiring to reach the artistic greatness he embodied. Hendrix's unique sound challenged traditional guitar playing techniques and continues to resonate with heavy metal and blues musicians. In the wake of his passing, tribute performances emerged as a testament to the impact he had on fans and fellow musicians alike. Hendrix's contributions to psychedelic rock drew comparisons to the iconic Elvis Presley, further solidifying his status as a trailblazer in the music industry. Beyond the realm of music, Hendrix's legacy is a symbol of cultural and racial transcendence. As an African-American musician, he shattered barriers, inspiring generations of artists. In a time of social upheaval, his music became a rallying cry for counterculture, freedom, and self-expression. Reason 11. Enduring legacy. The influence of Jimi Hendrix in the music world persists decades after his untimely death. His songs, timeless and evocative, continue to be celebrated and covered by artists spanning diverse genres. In this segment, let's delve into the enduring legacy of Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix's impact on popular culture stands unwavering, and his status as a musical icon remains unshakable. His contributions to rock music have elevated him to the pantheon of the greatest guitarists in history. Without him, the landscape of rock might not boast the same level of popularity it enjoys today. Even more than 50 years after his passing, Hendrix's innovative playing style and impassioned vocals serve as a wellspring of inspiration for countless musicians. Among those paying homage to the maestro is today's guitar virtuoso John Mayer, who openly acknowledges Hendrix as his inspiration and idol. This influence is palpable in Mayer's performances and musical creations, a testament to the enduring impact of Hendrix's artistry. Jimi Hendrix, a musician of unparalleled talent and influence, is rightfully enshrined as one of the greatest rock stars in history. His virtuoso guitar playing touched the hearts of millions. Today, a legion of Jimi Hendrix disciples eagerly treads in his footsteps, ensuring that his musical legacy remains vibrant and relevant. Despite departing this world at the tender age of 27, Hendrix's impact on rock music echoes through the ages. To contemplate rock music without Jimi Hendrix is to imagine a different sonic universe, one bereft of the soul-stirring sounds that define our musical experience today. Reason 10. Stage persona. The essence of Jimi Hendrix can be summed up in one word: unique. Join us as we unravel the distinctive stage persona that set Hendrix apart from his contemporaries and solidified his status as a trailblazing force in the music industry. Hendrix's uniqueness extended far beyond his musical prowess. It manifested in the very way he approached the guitar. At a time when conformity was the norm in rock music, Hendrix boldly redefined the genre's sound. He elevated the electric guitar, transforming it into a lead instrument capable of producing the loud, sharp sounds that became synonymous with his name. A departure from tradition was Hendrix's hallmark. While his predecessors often adhered to well-established chords like the C major chord, Hendrix opted for unconventional chords, adding an innovative layer to his sound. His groundbreaking use of a wah-wah pedal further distinguished him from his peers, contributing to the unmistakable sonic tapestry that defined his music. Yet, Hendrix's uniqueness wasn't confined to his musical choices alone. His stage persona, marked by flamboyant clothing and his trademark headband, elevated him to larger-than-life status. Reason 9. Blending genres. As innovative as he was influential, Jimi Hendrix's songwriting transcended genre boundaries. In this segment, we'll explore how Hendrix seamlessly blended various musical genres from rock and funk to soul, making his mark on songwriting history. Hendrix's compositions were a masterclass in musical fusion, effortlessly weaving together elements of rock, funk, and soul. His songs were not bound by the limitations of a single genre, but rather embraced a diverse range of influences. From infectious grooves to intricate rhythm sections and soulful melodies, Hendrix's work showcased a versatility that resonated across different musical landscapes. The evolution of Hendrix's songwriting journeyed beyond his blues roots, expanding to embrace rock, R&B, and jazz. This fusion of styles was not merely a stylistic choice, but a testament to Hendrix's ability to push musical boundaries. His exploration of psychedelic realms added another dimension to his songwriting, creating mind-expanding sounds that became synonymous with his artistic vision. Reason 8. Symbol of counterculture. During the 1960s counterculture, Jimi Hendrix became a symbol of rebellion, freedom, and artistic expression. Join us as we delve into how Hendrix's music became a powerful voice for social and political commentary, addressing issues such as war, inequality, and racial injustice. Hendrix's icon status was not only defined by his virtuoso guitar skills, but also by his role as a cultural icon during a tumultuous era. His music was a profound reflection of the zeitgeist, capturing the essence of a generation that sought change and challenged societal norms. Throughout his career, Hendrix used his songwriting as a platform for thought-provoking messages. His lyrics became a poetic lens through which he explored themes of love, freedom, and the human experience. Yet, beneath the surface, there was a subtle commentary on the societal issues that defined the era. His ability to convey complex social narratives through his music set him apart as more than just a guitar virtuoso. He was a musical philosopher. In the context of the 1960s, Hendrix's artistic journey paralleled the rise of the Black Panther Party, a radical force advocating for black rights and justice. While Hendrix's music hinted at societal issues, the Black Panthers took a more direct approach, vociferously challenging the status quo. Together, these forces represented different paths of expression, each contributing to the broader narrative of change. A striking example of Hendrix's socially conscious songwriting is Machine Gun, a powerful commentary on the horrors of war. Through haunting lyrics and a searing guitar performance, the song stands as a testament to Hendrix's commitment to using his art as a force for change. Reason 7. Guitar design. Aside from his playing style, Jimi Hendrix influenced guitar design as well. His preferences for specific features, particularly the Fender Stratocaster and the use of a whammy bar, played a pivotal role in the evolution of guitar design. The Fender Stratocaster became Hendrix's guitar of choice after 1966 and remained his favorite for decades. His collection included iconic Stratocasters such as the Woodstock Stratocaster and his beloved Black Beauty. Hendrix's association with the Stratocaster was not merely a matter of personal preference. It significantly contributed to the instrument's legendary status. One of the notable ways Hendrix's influence reverberated through the guitar world is evident in his impact on legendary guitarist Billy Gibbons. Despite Hendrix's own musical prowess, he regarded Gibbons as a formidable talent, even referring to him as the best around in his writings. This mutual admiration between Hendrix and Gibbons underscores the reciprocal nature of influence within the guitar community. Hendrix's commitment to paying homage to Gibbons demonstrates not only the respect he had for the great guitarist, but also the interconnected nature of musical legacies. The influence exchange between these two guitar giants continues to resonate, with both Hendrix and Gibbons remaining towering figures in the guitar world. Reason 6. Emotional expressiveness. Don't use your brain to play it, let your feelings guide your fingers, Jimi Hendrix once said, encapsulating his unique approach to music. This philosophy was more than a technique. It was a profound belief that true artistry arises from a place of authenticity and vulnerability. Hendrix encouraged musicians to let their emotions, not just their technical skill, guide their playing. For Hendrix, music wasn't merely a skillful arrangement of notes. It was a channel for self-expression and a medium to connect with others on a deeply emotional level. He famously expressed, "What I have to say, I say with my guitar," emphasizing the profound dialogue he conducted through his instrument. This commitment to emotional transparency set him apart, making his music not just a series of sounds, but a deeply personal and relatable experience. Incorporating the raw emotions and expressive qualities of the blues into his work, Hendrix played a pivotal role in shaping the development of rock and roll. By infusing the genre with a soulful foundation, he created music that resonated across generations. His virtuosic guitar playing and experimental approach to music pushed boundaries, redefining what was possible with the instrument. Reason 5. Integration of blues roots. As Jimi Hendrix embarked on his musical odyssey, he seamlessly integrated his blues roots into his groundbreaking style, ensuring that even as he pushed musical boundaries, he remained firmly connected to the genre that shaped him. Hendrix's early exposure to blues artists, particularly Muddy Waters, deeply influenced him. "The first guitarist I was aware of was Muddy Waters," he reminisced. "I heard one of his old records when I was a little boy, and it scared me to death. Wow, what is that all about?" This encounter ignited a passion for the blues that would weave through the fabric of his entire career. Venturing through North America on the Chitlin circuit, Hendrix honed his craft, fusing Delta blues, R&B, rock and roll, and soul into a musical concoction uniquely his own. The Deep South, the birthplace of the blues, became a crucible for his artistic development. There, he encountered influential blues musicians including Albert King, whose impact on Hendrix's artistic journey was profound. When Chas Chandler brought him to England, the epicenter of the British blues boom, Hendrix's authenticity immediately resonated with preeminent guitarists like Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Brian Jones. He was not just an inspiration, he was seen as competition and a visionary, pointing toward the future of blues music. The blues sound Hendrix crafted was a revelation, loud, sensitive, joyous, agonized, and cosmic in its scope. Drawing inspiration from blues greats like Buddy Guy, he channeled the essence of the genre through the latest technology, including his fuzz face, Vox wah pedal, and 100-watt Marshall stacks. It was a sound like nothing ever heard before. Throughout his career, Hendrix skillfully incorporated blues guitar trademarks into his inimitable style. Simultaneous lead and rhythm playing, pentatonic licks, emotive trills, screeching solos, and blistering shred-like runs. Yet beyond technique, it was the soulful feel of the blues that Hendrix inherited and transmitted to a new generation. In the words of legendary blues guitarist John Lee Hooker, he could play the hard blues. Anybody can put the clothes on, but everyone can't produce it. It's got to come from the soul. He was the greatest guitar player that was ever born. I can't say enough about him. He could play deep blues. Reason 4. Creative use of effects. Jimi Hendrix, a true sonic innovator, impacted music through his creative use of guitar effects. His pioneering spirit led him to experiment with various tools, from wah-wah pedals to fuzz and beyond, all in the quest to shape a sound that was uniquely his own. Hendrix's mastery of these effects showcased not just technical prowess, but a deep understanding of how to push the sonic boundaries of the electric guitar. While some critics may have labeled Hendrix as a sloppy player, such assessments fail to grasp the complexity of the challenges he faced as a left-handed guitarist. Playing strats upside down presented a significant disadvantage, especially with a tremolo system that never seemed to stay in tune, even when strung in the correct way from the factory. As another left-handed guitarist attempting to replicate many of Hendrix's techniques, I can attest to the difficulties inherent in this unique playing style. The top fret access, a perpetual struggle. His left forearm colliding with the control knobs, hindering the flow of his picking hand, and unintentionally altering guitar settings. Even the placement of the vibrato bar on the wrong side of the bridge posed a challenge, with the 6-point Strat trems proving notorious for tuning instability unless used as hardtails. Imagine the possibilities had Hendrix played a guitar designed for a left-handed player, equipped with a trem system robust enough to endure his aggressive playing while maintaining tuning stability. A bridge humbucker could have offered a fatter mid-range, more sustain, and less hum and buzz through his rig compared to single coils. Picture a guitar featuring a single coil space blade humbucker in the neck position, a 5-way super switch wired to split coils in the humbuckers when mixed with the middle pickup, and a kill switch. Did Hendrix play guitars like this? The historical record says no, but the speculative potential is tantalizing. Reason 3. Chord progressions. Jimi Hendrix, a master of musical innovation, not only played chords, he redefined them. His influence is so profound that he has a chord named after him, the iconic 7#9 Hendrix chord. No other rock guitarist enjoys such an honor, a testament to Hendrix's unique impact on the world of music. The 7#9 chord, an extended dominant 7th chord with a sharpened 9th, earned its moniker because it was a favorite tool in Hendrix's musical arsenal. He popularized its use in mainstream rock, and it became a signature element in his compositions. One of his most iconic tracks, Purple Haze, 1967, is a prime example of Hendrix's creative use of the eponymous chord, contributing significantly to the song's sonic identity. What sets the 7-sharp 9 chord apart is its tonal richness and complexity. Derived from the blues scale, this chord combines both major and minor elements simultaneously, featuring both the major third and minor third tones. Ordinarily, playing these two notes together would produce dissonance, yet the structure of the 7-sharp 9 Hendrix chord strategically separates these tones and incorporates enough root and 7th tones to create a captivating and harmonically intriguing sound. Hendrix's embrace of unconventional chord progressions elevated the vocabulary of rock and blues guitar playing. His willingness to explore the boundaries of traditional tonality and structure showcased his fearless approach to music. The 7-sharp 9 chord is not merely a musical note combination, but a symbol of Hendrix's commitment to pushing the boundaries of what could be achieved with a guitar. Reason 2: technical mastery. Hendrix stands out in the field of guitar playing as the epitome of technical mastery. His unparalleled skills manifested in a virtuosic display of complex solos, intricate chord progressions, and deft finger-picking. Hendrix wasn't merely a guitarist, he was a trailblazer, pioneering techniques and equipment that would shape the course of rock music. Hendrix's technical innovation extended to the very tools of his trade. Often heralded as a pioneer of the modern stomp box or pedal board, Hendrix's signal chain, though not physically mounted on a board, set the standard for guitar rigs for decades to come. His groundbreaking use of effects like the Wawa pedal, fuzz face, and univibe not only put these pedals on the map, but also elevated them to the status of vintage treasures. Hendrix was among the first to employ an overdrive pedal for enhanced saturation and note sustain, and his mastery of the whammy bar set a blueprint for future generations. 1. Legendary live performances. Jimi Hendrix burst onto the music scene in the late 1960s, bringing with him groundbreaking guitar techniques and captivating stage presence. Manipulating the sound of his guitar through techniques like feedback and distortion, he crafted a new sonic landscape for rock music. One of the most iconic moments in the history of live performances was Hendrix's legendary set at the Woodstock Festival in 1969. Here, he delivered a mind-blowing rendition of The Star-Spangled Banner, solidifying his status as a guitar virtuoso and a symbol of counterculture. Beyond his musical prowess, Hendrix was a trendsetter in terms of fashion and style. His flamboyant outfits, adorned with colorful scarves and fringe, became emblematic of the psychedelic era of the late 1960s. Hendrix's influence reverberates through time, with countless guitarists citing him as a major source of inspiration. His music continues to captivate new generations of listeners, making him a timeless icon in the pantheon of rock and roll. That's it, folks. 20 reasons why Jimi Hendrix is respected as the greatest guitarist of all time. If you've been moved by the magic of Hendrix, hit that like button, share your favorite Hendrix moment in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into musical legends. Until next time, stay tuned.